2 weeks of soreness.
Not taking any chances. Well, Langerak is back to his feet. Manatidis has come just to have a word as well. Never really got a look in at Sydney FC when he arrived from Adelaide last season. And after a couple of little injury setbacks at the start of this campaign, decided on a change of scene to head north to Brisbane. That's good to see.
Yeah, and it's good to see that Mitch Langerak is fine. It was a bit of a hefty knock to the head, so precautions have been taken and we can get underway.
Already a couple of minutes of stoppages though in this one. Goalkeepers can't just be replaced like other players, of course. That's a good touch from Hoare. Abubakar behind him, and Manatidis firing away at the near post. And he wasn't far away.
Well, it was nice play from Klein. Great touch from Hoare. A little fortuitous, and I think Manatidis just slices across the ball a little there as he cuts through it. Slices it wide of that near post area.
"12 appearances last season for Sydney, just 2 this term." We've seen a number of youngsters get their opportunity at Sydney FC this season, but not the Manatidis. Still looking for that first ever A-League goal. Here's Zabala. Zabala looks left. That's a good ball for Abubakar. Turns inside, Roderick Miranda. The Ghanaian's done well. Still going. Shoots! Oh, that was not far away. Mitch Langerak. Well, either didn't see it or didn't move.
Oh, calm as you like. Both you and I thought that was firing into the bottom corner. Great work under heavy pressure. Some good feet and strength as well, and gets space to get the strike away. Mitch Langerak just watched it go wide. From his angle, he could see. And then just had a quiet word with his defenders to close down the space, please.
Zabala again with Jelicic. Sam Klein there as well. Here's O'Shea. He sees a lot of the football. Strong from Mashash. Jelicic was looking for the free kick. Nothing given. Mashash on the charge. It's a nice touch. The first one from Burgos, but good interception in the end from Louis Zabala. Just doing enough, and now straight away up the other end, Abubakar. He's got support in Manatidis. Manatidis, oh! Now I think the flag has gone up for offside.
Well, I'm not too sure. I think it could have been Hamill Central that may have been keeping him on. I will be stand corrected if I have got it totally wrong. But first viewing, I thought Abubakar was in an onside position. Let's have another look. Well, we're not going to see from that angle, are we? But have a look at Hamill there, Central. Well, it was, I can tell there's one person who hoping it is or glad it was offside is a Manatidis, because that was a finish that he would rather forget.
Times now we've seen Abubakar, the 27-year-old Ghanaian, cause a few problems at the back for Melbourne Victory. There's a free kick. It's been given here in Melbourne Victory's favour. Left foot of Ryan Teague. Match number 50 in all competitions for him. In a Melbourne Victory shirt this afternoon. 4 A-League goals, 3 of them this season, plus 1 in the Cup against NWS Spirit. In it comes. Repelled at the near post now, Abubakar. Oh, Manatidis is onside, he was in his own half as he streaks away. Is this the moment? Manatidis, no! Rawlins sliding in to clear off the line. goal goes on, and really, the drought should have broken there.
Well, he could have had 3 now, couldn't he? Timing of the run, perfect. Arthur Dillis will be asking his defence what is going on there, but he goes around Mitch Langerak, and you think it's only going to get in the back of the net. Rawlins, desperation, got back and saved their blushes.
Jelicic now, nice ball in. It was missed by Klein, it almost found Ludwig. Back we go to Acton. Oh, it's been a really positive start though from Brisbane Roar. We talk often, Macca, about how Melbourne Victory are a strong first half side.
Yep.
We haven't seen too much of it so far. Here they come again with O'Shea. It's another good ball from Manatides. Here he is again with Hall. Oh, you could almost feel that he didn't want to necessarily take it on that time of Manatides. Here he is now wide. He's got to put those misses behind him. Hall all the way back with Billity. O'Shea. Or again, it's a good pass. Anthony Burke-Gilroy.
Well, the offside flag's gone up there. Here's another look around Langerak, and he's thinking, well, I'm just going to put this into the net, no problems. Rawlins has other ideas. Look at that. Getting back, covering the goal. And as I said, Manatides could have a hat-trick in the opening 15 minutes. We talk about Melbourne Victory being a first half team. All the talk around Brisbane has been both boxes has been their problem. They can play some nice football, they play in midfield, they can control the play. They haven't taken chances at one end and they'll give away a silly goal at the other, and that's been costly for them. Well, they've had chances already in this match to go ahead. And I just wonder if Ruben Zatkovic is wondering, here we go again.
It's another long ball over the top. Hamill deals with this one. Missed out in the derby last week, Hamill, with what we think was a little foot injury in the warm-up. He was replaced by the former Newcastle Jet, Lachlan Jackson, in the starting 11 last week. Here's Klein running it away with Jelicic again. Klein continuing on his run. Jelicic turns inside, and Manatides looking for the wall pass for Klein. Victory build again from the back. They've had a couple of let-offs already. Santos. And you see the travelling supporters for Melbourne Victory. In good form, the Brazilian. Goals and an assist in his last 7 matches for Clarice Mario Santos, after a bit of a barren start to life at Melbourne Victory. His boss keeps it in play, only just won the throw off Jelicic.
Well, everyone thought he did, except our referee. A little fist bump from Ruben Zatkovic for Manatides. He would have been saying, well done, you're doing well. Scrub those from the memory and keep doing what you're doing, because you're already causing problems.
Santos again as Burke-Gilroy looks to close him down. A heavy touch from Mashash. Talk about Brisbane Roar's problems in the 2 boxes. They have conceded more set-piece goals than any other side in the competition. And the only team without a clean sheet so far. Hoare comes inside. Teague shoots near post. Well, he has made a big difference since returning from Korea in January. And he turned and bewildered Ryan Teague on the edge of the box with countless step overs. and he now has his third goal in his last 5. Henry Hall and Brisbane have the lead inside 20 minutes.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, we'll see. This is just quality individual play. Isolates his defender 1v1, little couple of step overs. As soon as he sees the defender take one, he goes inside. Assesses the situation. Look here, 1, 2, 3. As soon as T commits, he goes inside, and that's a thunderous finish down at the near post area. Mitch Langerak probably won't be happy that he's got in there, but lovely play from Henry Hall. And it's no more than Brisbane deserve in the opening 20 minutes.
It's just the 4th time they've opened the scoring this season. Brisbane Roar. They've only won 1 of the previous 3, mind you. So we're not across the line just yet. But it has been a very positive start, and they have their reward for it. Langerak, no 4th clean sheet for him in 6 matches now. Ruben Zadkovic will be delighted with the start his side has made, but he will also know from the history of this season that they cannot afford to take anything for granted. Valadon behind Casey Boss. Back to Langerak and Manatides putting some pressure on. Austin Ludwig with that defensive header. Santos, well defended by Anthony Burke-Gilroy. He's run the ball from left back to right midfield. Acton with Billity. He's turned the ball over. This is the type of thing they have to avoid. Asian Cup final for the under-20s, the young Socceroos, coming up this evening at 10:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Australia versus Saudi Arabia, massive opportunity for the young Socceroos. Lucas Harrington of Brisbane Roar is there. Melbourne Victory represented by Josh Insera and Alex Badalato, their new signing, who's been amongst the goals in the tournament so far. Scored a couple of very important ones in the road to the final. Between now and then there's a small matter of another A-League match as well in Sydney Southwest between MacArthur and Sydney FC.
Well, Robbie, tell me there's not a direct correlation between these young players getting first team minutes across the A-League and across their clubs, now turning in performances on the world stage. There's been a lot of talk about the amount of minutes young players are getting in the A-League now. Well, I think we're starting to see the real benefits of that. Players with experience now, game management. It bodes well for Australian football going forward.
It certainly has been the season where the youngsters have been given the keys to the car, if you like. And they're making the most of it. They're certainly flying the green and gold colours. That experience, playing week in, week out as well. I think that's probably the most important thing.
Well, 100%. Look at the players who are still, not away with that team. You've got your Dylan Leddards, your Hayne Eames, who are now playing week in, week out, 17 years of age, 16 years. Well, Hayne Eames just became 17, so there's plenty more out there. That's just 2 to name a few. As I said, can only do wonders for Australian football. That experience at a young age. Hamill with Rawlins, one of the young
Australians to head overseas at a young age. Rawlins, he left Perth for Dutch football, returned after a year and a half. Santos then thought it was going to be a corner. Out for a goal kick. Drinks break coming in a warm 27 degrees in Sydney, so 25 minutes on the clock in Brisbane rather. Brisbane Raw and Henry Hoare with the only goal of the game so far. It was a good finish, but Brisbane, as we saw, Macca had a number of chances in that first quarter of the game to perhaps be leading by more.
Well, you're right. They've had the opportunities to go ahead, but it was on Henry Hoare to finally get one in the back of the net. Done it with style as well, didn't he? You see here, as he picks up the ball, he just assesses the situation, realises, I've got a midfielder here in front of me. Once he's committed him to go to the right, he ducks inside. Nice play. Another touch to steady, and then he gets off the strike. And as I said at the time, it's no more than they deserved. Could easily be 2 or 3 now with the opportunities they've had. And Manatidis has been getting in some great positions. And we've seen that a couple of times already from Mitch Langerak, talking to his defenders, get out, press the ball, not good enough. I'm sure he would have just had another quiet word there. They need to lift their game.
Well, their current run, Brisbane, that they're on is 10 matches without a home win. Now, one of those was at Allianz Stadium in Unite Round. So even if we discount that one, it is 9 matches without a home win since beating Melbourne Victory on the 3rd of March last year. So almost exactly a year to the day, that 3-2 win. Since then, not much to cheer about. New Zealand Knights. Season tally of 6 points in the inaugural campaign. They also have another record. That's 11 matches without a win. They will be within 1 if they don't pick up the 3 points here today. Victory fans are playing a bit of beach ball. I think the match ball that ended up there, they have decided to distract themselves from the scoreboard as we approach the half hour. Oh, is there a foul there? No, says the referee. Nothing untoward from Rawlins on Hoare. Now Teague. Roderick Miranda with Hamill. Gilroy under pressure now. Back with Acton. Here come Victory now. Piscopo. He's trying to roll the ball towards Mashash. It was fairly comfortably intercepted.
Yeah, he had a little bit of space in front of him there, didn't he? You know, Piscopo. We've seen him bury him from that distance before. I thought he might have just had a look up and thought, well, why not try one?
We've only seen him bury one with Melbourne Victory. I know what you mean, because he does have some nice highlights during his time, particularly with Wellington. But that one great goal against MacArthur earlier this season is still the only time he's troubled the scorers. To go with a couple of assists. Went for a long period without being a regular starter, as well as Santos, dispossessed by Hoare and O'Shea. Santos does well to win it back. Here's Hamill, trying to give a bit more impetus and direction to this Melbourne victory side, and it's a gentle free kick.
Well, Samuel Klein is saying, I don't know how that is a foul. I think it's very soft. I think he realised he wasn't going to get that ball and went to the floor.
Perhaps Mr. Coyne just adding his 2 cents worth. Big switch. Piscopo. Shash has caught Austin Woodwick there, not according to the referee, or at least play's been allowed to continue. Chris Coyne having words to the fourth official right under his nose there. Here's Piscopo. Again, it's a loose pass from Piscopo on the edge of the area that just allows Brisbane to break free from the pressure for a while. Here's Klein. Boubacar wanted it played in behind as he charged forward. Boss with Hamill. Now Rawlins. Piscopo. Again, can't find a teammate. It's behind Mashash this time. Piscopo is only one of the Melbourne victory players that has struggled to find the back of the net so far this season. Santos and Virgos, their top scorers, with just 4 goals each this season. And they are underscoring their XG by the biggest margin in the league of 6.5 goals. They create, but they do not finish. Mashash's penalty in the derby was just his 3rd of the season. Boubacar on the charge. Oh, it's a good run. Now Manatides again. Piscopo still with Valadon. He looks up towards Santos. Very comfortably dealt with by Anthony Burke-Gilroy, and that's been the real theme of this opening 33 minutes. Brisbane are comfortable.
Yeah, they have been. I like the look of Boubacar. Looks very strong on the ball, so fleet of foot. Coming from an offside position there, but it looks like once he gets that match fitness up, he could pose problems for defences. Doesn't mind running at players. Manatides has made a couple of good runs off him as well. If he doesn't get the ball, that opens up space for him to continue to drive with the ball. Some promising signs for Brisbane Roar.
Well, he really made a name for himself after leaving Dutch football, where he played with Willem II and Maastricht. He headed to Kriens in the Swiss second division, where he scored 22 goals in 1.5 seasons. Got the move to the top flight with Lugano, from there on to Luzerne, and then Grasshoppers, the big move, but only 1 goal in 23 appearances for Grasshoppers of Zurich in a season and a half. 7 appearances only in this campaign without a goal. Another one for Boubacar to chase. Sets up after it. Hamill. Again, he was just in an offside position, so perhaps there's a little fine-tuning to be done.
Well, that doesn't look good.
They said he wasn't worried so much about the temperatures. He's stayed down on that far side, and Teague has decided in the end to play the ball out so that he can receive some attention. That's Samara Abubakar. And is it just the heat that's causing him a problem? That's what Mankarak seems to have...
It looks like he just said, I need a drink. Well,
but it's the heat, perhaps. Is he feeling a bit faint?
there's no clear sign of any injury there, is there? He starts to walk back on the pitch and then says, well, you need to lay down. Maybe he is feeling the heat.
It always takes a little bit of time to get used to.
The pickle juice is out already. I think if he's capable to drink a pickle juice, we can get off the sideline and get the game going.
He's actually a Portuguese youth international from where his father was living for a number of years. Made an appearance at the European Championships under 20s. Played a match, scored against Germany before there were questions raised about his eligibility, in which case he was quickly removed from the squad and didn't complete the tournament in the Euros.
Well, he's got a visa for Australian football, hasn't he?
Working visa. Here he is again. Little ball over the top for Amanatides. He's just clipped the heels of Roderick Miranda there.
That's always the dilemma of the striker. Do you try and nip around the back? Very ability to clip the heels, and down goes the defender.
Paladon on the ball with Piscopo again. Gets it back. Piscopo trying to turn one way then the other. Gets a bit of the rub of the green. Cuts inside O'Shea. Piscopo still going. And the shot was on target. Acton called into action. It's just the second shot of the afternoon for Melbourne Victory.
Similar range to where he chose to pass last time. Had a little bit more time on that occasion. Under pressure this time.
Shash coming a little bit deep. Not happy with the contact there with Henry Hoare. He's having a couple of words, Mashash still. As play goes on now. Miranda seeing the run of Mashash. It might drop better for Virgos. Keeps it in play. Ability now with Anthony Burke-Gilroy. Hoare's touch. Burke-Gilroy goes again. Good football again from Brisbane. Needs to find an option and can't do so. Pass is under hit. Comfortable for Casey Boss and now Ryan Teague. Hamill with Miranda. Match number 99 in all competitions for Roderick Miranda. With Melbourne Victory. Paladon. Rawlins. Shash trying to make something happen, but they're just a little bit off the mark, Melbourne Victory, in this first half. Passes not finding their destination. There's no real flow or understanding between the players at the moment. It's essentially the same team that played last week, was meant to be anyway, with Hamill replaced at the last minute. Here's Rawlins. Cross back post, Piscopo's nod down, cleared by Klein. That Melbourne Victory make fewer changes than any other side in the competition. Oh, Zamanatides has done brilliantly, rides the challenge of Hamill. Abubakar at the back post, Zamanatides has overhit it. Abubakar certainly not showing the pace he was in the first 10 minutes either. He's got it now though, against Boss. Turns back with Jelicic. Klein leaves it, O'Shea goes again, Klein crosses. And again, better than half chances, but no final product for the moment anyway. Burke-Gilroy, he looks up and crosses. O'Shea, dragged back, and a free kick. From some distance out, but a free kick nevertheless.
Well, two nice patches of play. This is brilliant from Klein. Look at that. He spins and goes into the space. It's not into a bad area, but a little overhit. If that's low and hard. You saw what happened last night when you put the ball into that area in the Mariners game. Western United, it's Maki Imai turning the ball into his own net.
Free kick taken short. Jelicic. One-on-one with Piscopo. Jelicic chips it in. Miranda's header away. Santos, great touch. Got himself in a bit of trouble though. Jelicic has picked his pocket. Now Abubakar. Manatides in the middle. Abubakar shoots at the near post and doesn't test Langarang. Victory, again, getting themselves in all sorts of problems.
You said Santos, nice first touch. Well, the second and third got him all kinds of trouble. And this has pushed a little wide for Abubakar, but he didn't really have too much options for the square pass. Manatides is there, but there's 3 or 4 white shirts in the way, so decides to have a crack himself. But you're right, Robbie. It's a very disjointed display from Melbourne Victory.
Burgos, strong. Shash's touch. And again they turn it over in midfield. Boss and Teague that time not making life easy for each other. Piscopo. Goes down, and this time the referee's whistle. There's a bit of a salvation for Melbourne Victory. Hamill with Teague. Zatkovic will be by far the happier of the two coaches at half-time. But Victory with Boss. Again, Ludwig sliding in importantly. Again, it's those sort of situations from those quick transitions, a turnover high on the pitch that are so dangerous normally for a side to concede, and again Victory unable to fashion even a shooting opportunity. Teague, Piscopo, this time looking for a little bit more pace, but again Anthony Burke-Gilroy is there. Shea gets there with the Manatides. Now here's Piscopo. He's seen a lot of the ball, Reno Piscopo, in this first half, and again just forcing the issue. Ball in behind Burgos. Disjointed really is the word for Victory's first 44 minutes here. Ludwig for Abubakar. Roderick Miranda dispossesses him again. Burgos using the body. They're showing some good hunger here as well.
Well, Melbourne Victory haven't looked at their best at all, but you've got to credit Brisbane Roar. Their defensive duties have been done very well. Ludwig, with his first start, looks very accomplished, doesn't he? Strong tackles going in for both teams in those areas that have disrupted stuff. But they look very composed and confident Brisbane. They're playing some good football. They deserve their lead.
Spent a number of seasons at Brisbane in the youth ranks, Austin Ludwig, before heading off to ply his trade in the NPL. 27 years of age now. Here he is on the ball. Looks long. That'll be comfortable enough for Roderick Miranda. But his header only finds Hoare. Five minutes of stoppage time. We've had a couple of breaks in play, including one drinks break and injury stoppage to Mitch Langerak and another for Asuma Abubakar. Hoare closed down quickly by Rawlins. Here's Valadon. That's another very cheap turnover from Melbourne Victory. Roderick Miranda the culprit that time. You'd think Matt Acton, who conceded 8 goals in his one and only appearance last season, must have been approaching this game with some trepidation, having coming in behind a goalkeeper who's failed to keep a clean sheet in 16 matches of... Oh, that's a back pass, surely.
Well, it came off the thigh, didn't it?
That doesn't count.
It's not off the boot.
Interesting. I'll have to check that one. Certainly headed and chested down. Is that okay?
You don't see it very often, do you? The thigh back.
The thigh pass back.
Really scouring through the rule book at half-time. Oh, we're getting back to Matt Acton. He's only had one shot on target to face in this opening half, and that was a relatively simple one for him that came from Reno Piscopo that just bobbled into him. So he'll be growing in confidence. He would have been waiting and chomping at the bit to get back out there. You don't want to always leave your last game as that one. He'll be looking to correct that.
That's true. Here is Piscopo. And now Teague looking to test him. It is a good save. Santos following up. Now Burgos across the face of goal, and all of a sudden, midway through stoppage time at the end of the first half, Melbourne Victory burst to life.
Well, it was a nice layoff. Teague looking to get into that corner. Just been talking about how Acton hasn't had too much to do. Probably could have palmed that a little wider. It's back into the danger area, but teammates to the rescue. And Dillis will be pondering. Here's another look at that back pass. Unorthodox. Got the job done.
Efficient.
And I think Arthur Dillis now will be pondering his words for half-time. How is he going to fire this team up?